You and I and a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got, set them free at the break of dawn, till one by one they were all gone. Back at base, bugs in the software, flash the message, something's out there, floating in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic lights, it's a red alert. There's something here from somewhere else. The war machine springs to life, opens up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. 99 red balloons go by.
Looks like 6, 7 floors are taken out. And there's more.
There's 99. We got an explosion inside.
Good evening. The IUC has said 26 people have now died in this afternoon's bomb in Omagh. 5 of the victims.
Call the troops out in a hurry. This is what we've waited for. And this is it, boys. This is war. The president is on the line. There's 99 red balloons go by.
I'm 26. 23.
I am 21.
I am 31. I am 20. 12.
I am 53.
I'm 13 years old. I'm 14.
I'm 14.
12.
How old am I? I think I'm 43 or 44. I'm getting that old, I can't remember.
16. Gonna be 17 in 2 months.
I'm 79 this year, and sometimes I feel like 88, but I'm 79 this year. I often say, you know, when I get up in the morning I feel like Jane Fonda, but when I go to bed at night I'm Betty Davis.
Integration for me is, I suppose, equality and respect, friendship.
The coming together of communities, coming together face, everybody kind of learns from each other.
It's the belief that people should be with one another and acting with one another and engaging with one another, not in spite of their differences, but because of their differences.
To build upon tolerance.
It's that people accept people as people. Religion doesn't matter, your colour doesn't matter, you're a person and you should be treated as such.
To learn about different cultures for me.
To tackle difficult decisions and difficult issues and things that are contentious or can otherwise sort of cause conflict in a safe environment is just key to providing a peaceful and safe future.
Different aspects of people's lives.
How can you have a society that is inclusive and together if you're not even going to educate your kids together? Why? My answer is, why is the segregation there? It's not needed.
We teach kids to teach other kids.
It means that everybody from different races, skin colours all over the world and come to the same school and learn together.
It represents a way of engaging with the big issues, the big questions of life.
All religions, cultures, colours, countries are equal.
It's whenever all these different cultures come into one big community.
It means that people can be together and make peace throughout the world.
It means that we all are equal and we've all got the same rights.
Just bring them together and it doesn't matter just that you're people. But you're all getting along well.
The only home for me would be the Troubles.
Well, I suppose the greatest tragedy is the fact that Northern Ireland was sort of cut off in the little 6 counties of its own, and we've struggled with that.
I don't think I am in a position to be able to comment on the last 100 years because I've only been around for the last 31.
I would say the wars.
Just to see how we have come from a world of hatred and discrimination to a world of acceptance, and how we're building upon those relationships.
There's just been, I mean, in the last year alone, there's been so much.
I would say World War II.
The biggest tragedy of the last 100 years for me, I find it hard to think of anything bigger than the Holocaust.
I'd say on a worldwide scale, it'd probably be the World War, probably World War I.
Whenever the blacks were discriminated.
The Holocaust.
World War II was
greatest tragedy, probably the troubles and things in Ireland.
I think the Holocaust was because families were ripped apart forever.
With the refugee crisis and the events in Syria and just the recent chemical weapons attack.
Every war ever fought right there in front of you. Because it's always the same. When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn. How many hearts will be broken? How many lives shattered? How much blood will spill until everybody does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning? Sit down and talk!
I hope we keep going the way we're going. I want a world where we live, or we have acceptance of all.
I hope for the future that we see more young people having the opportunity to learn together.
My hope for the future would be Northern Ireland would find peace with itself.
I have a lot of hopes for the future. I would describe myself as a frustrated idealist, always.
We would be one community, and my hope for Northern Ireland would be that one day that will dawn and we will all accept each other for what we are, not for our religion.
We're much stronger together than we are divided.
I know so many people who are doing their bit to try and make Northern Ireland a better place. So I hugely admire that, and I hope that we get some recognition for that, and that I hope people get necessary support, resources and finance.
Communities are starting to become stronger because they're working together.
Progressive politics, people who want to move forward, people who don't want to be stuck in this past, and if we don't get that, then we are destined to repeat.
That maybe we could reflect on times gone by with embarrassment and be glad that we've learned not to live our lives that way.
I suppose like everybody else, you would hope that there'd be peace and everybody could live together in harmony, and you could turn on the news and it'd be positive stuff that you would see instead of the negative and worrying stuff.
Education is the silver bullet. Education is everything. We don't need little changes, we need gigantic, monumental changes.
Education is everything.
And education is worth a great deal. Obviously there's different types of education, not just in terms of schooling, but certainly it's necessary to be able to get on in life.
Well, I suppose education is vital.
Education is everything. Just looking at the girls in Africa or who don't have education or never given the right to education. I think for me, I was so lucky to have it, and it helped open lots of opportunities for me.
And education's worth everything. Now I have to say, as a young person at school, I didn't appreciate that. I hated school. I couldn't wait to get out, and I left school at the age of 14. And that's why the education you young people get today just absolutely amazes me.
A lifetime, it's priceless.
Learn how to have a healthy argument, learn how to discuss things that are difficult and address issues and express emotions and respect other people.
A good education is priceless because it works at so many different levels.
I think rebelliously positive, I think. I don't know, I think I am rebellious. I think I just always try and see the good, and then if it means breaking a couple of rules to do that, then...
Oh,
I'm just throwing.
Positively rebellious.
I'm just
Positive. Rebellious is not a word people would use about me. I don't think. Positive. I hope so.
I would say rebellious.
Positively rebellious.
Well, I think that all young people and all young liberals are rebellious in a certain extent, so yeah, I'll say rebelliously positive.
Rebelliously positive. I mean, I'm often asked, I was asked recently about our present situation in Northern Ireland, am I optimistic or pessimistic? And I said, I'm optimistic because we can't afford to be pessimistic.
Positively rebellious means that I and those in this school community and indeed Drumragh Integrated College do, whether we like it or not, have a reputation in Northern Ireland as being one of the fighters.
I suppose there would be a bit of both. And, I'd say I'm a bit more positively rebellious, I think.
Oh no, we're only beginning. We're actually just making the inroads now that we should have made 10, 15 years ago.
No, I don't think it's going to finish until most schools in the world are integrated and everyone's accepted.
No, I think there's still a lot to go. I think we're starting to get there. We can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I can't believe in the last 3 years how much has come along, and hopefully in my lifetime that there is more integrated education.
No. We all know the story of David and Goliath. We are David in this story, and we are relentlessly hopeful, willing to fight for what we believe in.
No, I expect it to be any.
It's finished.
I don't think you're ever finished.
At the moment, I think we've built a foundation for it, but I think that we still have a lot more to do.
As a movement, our job isn't finished. There's a whole lot of work to be done. There's a lot of people out there that want to be able to have an integrated education, but they don't have that opportunity, and our job isn't done until every family that wants their child to have an integrated education has that opportunity to be able to receive one.
Oh God, nowhere near. Nowhere near. We'll be here in like 50 years. Yeah, exactly. Still doing this.
We've still got a lot more things. There's still people don't support other rights, and we just need to keep driving forward.
No, we're not finished. There's a long way to go with the chair. We've done a lot, I think, in this town, even in Oma. It's made a big difference.
I suppose you're never really finished with anything. You have to always try and build on success and keep moving forward, or you stay still and not really get anywhere.
I want to see it bigger. I want to see more young people having the opportunity to be able to experience it, because it is a wonderful experience.
Well, personally, I would like to see integrated education as the way forward. I mean, I'm very often almost berated at the moment because we're only at 7%, and we have only 23,000 children at integrated education, and that's not enough for me.
I would hope that the percentage of young people who are experiencing integrated education continues to rise.
I don't know, I'm sure it'll get stronger. I'm sure possibly become the norm.
I would hope it would get to a stage that we wouldn't have to use the phrase integrated education. That would just be a norm.
I would love to think that in 20 years we will have, say, 20% or 25% of the children in Northern Ireland educated in integrated schools.
Love is about accepting someone for who they are, for
flaws and all.
Yeah, for building to help them build and flourish upon their person.
If you don't love somebody, you can't encourage them. You can't make them cry their shell.
Oh wow, that is a big question. I wouldn't say I'm going to offer you a definitive answer there, but I think love is respect.
Love means a lot of things. It means respect. Means treating people fairly and with kindness. It's a very difficult question actually, but yeah.
Love is quite simple to me. I think you treat people with respect. I think in many ways perhaps we have sort of abused the word love, and it means a whole lot of different things, and to some people it means sex, to some people it means, family. To me it just means respecting each other, and I think one of the greatest things you can have is that feeling of love for other people.
Love is, to me, respect, kindness, care.
It's about commitment, it's about belonging, it's about identity. And ultimately, it fuels your own self-belief and your ability to function with confidence in the world, always knowing whatever you face, that there's somebody behind you who loves you.
Acceptance, isn't it? Love is acceptance. Love is patient. Love is kind. Alright, well, it's Paul's letter to Corinthians chapter 13. Got a little bit of chapter 13 now.
It just is so horrific to me. And the phone's ringing.
Love to me is about accepting someone for who they are.
Should we let it stop? It will.
Well, there's not really much more I could say on Jags, but
To be married to Ryan Gosling in La La Land.
Give it a second.
That's all you need, really. And a bit of Beatles.
When you feel the love tonight. Ooh, what is up? Baby, don't hurt me. Right. God.
There we go. Should we try that one again?
it's only wrong, but I don't mind.
Well, it will intrude, so.
As do you think if you weren't siblings, would you still be friends if you met on the street?
Oh, she's a bit of a weird one. Like, no, I'm joking. Yeah, we would.
No, I wouldn't, because she talks a bit out, and I don't. So I can't be dealing with people who talk so much.
Yeah, I think.
I realise all of this is being filmed. I'll talk again.
Means that you respect the fact that you tell us to try to
Together, should have thought.
Integration means to me, or
Sorry, I'll carry on all day.
integration means that we all
That is like the best thing.
Shall Blair? What is the blind date? Oh, things.
Can you go?
Yep. Oh no. You want to answer? We all deserve a chance. We all deserve a chance. We filmed it.
To be the first president of the United States of America, I think I could do a powerful job.
It's up to us to make it okay. It's time to be positively rebellious and rebelliously positive. As long as we stand up for what we believe in, don't give in to anger or violence. Look out for the little guy. Keep an eye on the big guys. Refuse to keep our mouths shut.